Yeah. We got some spitters here.
So spit, yo.
Yo, I got y'all right now. Hold on, wait for the beat. Hold on.
Yo, hot Jay in the comments, Jimmy in the comments.
Yeah, ready?
Yo, this is Nick D.
I'm Brie K, and this is Kasari.
You already know what it is, man. It's William Cater.
Yo, this is DJ Lost and Found from the Missing Link podcast.
Hey, what up? It's Miss Hero from Pew Army.
This is Stephen the Levite.
Yo, what's good, Josh? Your boy Rocky, a.k.a. Young Paul. You know what I mean? Representing the East Coast, New York,
AKA
Jersey,
Smack Your
stand up.
Goofy. And you're tuned into the That's Not
Christian Podcast.
Yo, what up? Yo, we are back. It's your boy Switch. I'm here with your man Jay. I'm here with your boy Ant. And we got our very, very special guest today. We got YP and Rigz. What up, y'all?
Yo,
AKA New Jersey.
AKA Smack Your Koofy for Jesus.
Come on, that's right. That's right.
AKA Legion of Doom.
Let's go, Ed. Come on,
Legion
baby.
of Doom is here. They in the building.
What up? What up?
Hey, yo, YP, yo, Legion of Doom. They had fanny packs and
Yo, listen, man. Yo, listen, I got so Ed. Hey, yo, Ed. Switch think he's slick. He wait till we live to choke the conversation. Hey, yo, Switch, first of all, in Puerto Rico, this is when he carried that thing in, you heard?
Okay, all right.
It was the Puerto Rican parade yesterday. I'm repping for my people, man. You heard? We a little flashy like that, man. Let me live, man. Switch, you should know this, man. Come on. Hey,
see that?
Hey, am I bugging right now? I'm about some facts, man. I'm one of those Puerto Ricans.
You was worried about me.
I was worried about you and Switch with the stray right to me. Bang.
Worried about the wrong one, man.
Had the slug on deck. I should have been more on point, man. Damn.
Yo, Rigz, you was at the PR festival yesterday or Puerto Rican Day Parade?
Absolutely not.
Whoa. What do you mean absolutely not?
Yeah, you outnumbered.
It's lit
today,
out
so,
there. It's lit out there. Word, Rigz, watch it.
I didn't even know that still happened.
Wow.
Have you ever been to one of them?
Out, man.
Well, yeah, I used to go all the time.
Yeah,
me too. When I was young, I was over there.
I stopped going probably like 2003.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Stopped going. It just,
that was the place to be at, right? Like everybody was there.
100.
It still is, right? But it's like,
I mean, look kind of lit this year.
Yeah, if you about that scene, then you know what I mean.
Nah, I ain't go, man. I was with the family, man. I was watching Jurassic Park with my kids, man.
Oh, how was that?
But I ain't go far. I live in New York, so I seen all the cars. I'm Boricua, my brothers, what up?
Yo, YP, you got a flag on your joint or no?
So, like,
nah, I didn't have the flag on my joint, man. I didn't have the flag.
Stop lying.
So
I seen them out there. I was like, Dad, where mine at, man?
I seen one car with a flag out here.
One car? That's probably my pops.
Yo, my pop. Yo, one time for Christmas, he had Puerto Rican symbols all over the Christmas tree one year, yo.
Nah,
He wild like that. Wow.
With a pair of Timbs on the top.
Yeah, yo, all of that. He a wild boy, man. He out of control.
Nah, you serious? Or you playing?
I'm dead serious. He was one of those. Christmas. He took pictures with a Puerto Rican bandana in front of the tree, like, yo, Merry Christmas, what up? Wildin', out of control. He's one of those Puerto Ricans, I promise.
I got a lot of pride in y'all island, bro.
Word up.
Yo,
Edgar Berlanga, he's not even that good, and look how much we loving on him, man.
Wow.
Yeah,
man.
let's talk about that, man.
Yo.
Let's talk about Edgar Berlanga. This week there was a fight. It was Edgar Berlanga versus who he fought?
Angulo.
Angulo, yeah. So this dude is he's been a contender, right? He was a champ as well, right? At one point in his career.
He was like 40 years old. He was 39.
Who, Angulo?
Yeah. Was he a champ?
I don't know
if he was.
But he fought like Benavidez, took him 11 rounds. He fought I forgot who else, but he fought some tough champions and took him to the late rounds, gave him a hard time. So that's why this was like Berlanga's toughest fight today. You know what I'm saying?
Every fight's his toughest fight.
So what y'all thought, man? What y'all thought?
I didn't see it. I was busy fasting and praying.
Yo, that dude's
Man,
a real
this
Christian.
Christian's different, boy.
Fasting and praying, doing the PR festival. You know what I'm saying? Praying for the heathens.
I was too busy fighting for everybody's soul.
Yeah, bro. This dude's really Christian, bro. For real.
Spiced out.
But yo, I saw the fight, man. I'm gonna be honest.
It was trash.
Berlanga, it was a lackluster
bad.
fight. It was boring. You know,
I don't know if I call it boring.
So Berlanga's a bum? Is that what like consensus?
He needs a lot of work.
He got a new trainer and it still look this bad.
Nah, hold on. Wait a minute. This is what I would say.
Here we go.
No, this is what I would say. I agree with y'all that Berlanga, he might be overhyped. I mean, his last 4 fights, it's looking like he's overhyped. But this fight, the last 4 fights, because he also Rigz don't know. I'm about to put Rigz on. Yo, he went 16-0 with 16 knockouts in the first round.
Yeah,
16-0, 16. That's right. That's what made him a star. That's what made him a star. Okay. So look, the competition got a little more stiff, and he struggled a little. We saw like his flaws and all that. But this is what I'm gonna say.
It's a learning curve. That's all. This is what I'm gonna say. He's still 24, 25 years old. I don't know how y'all. Well, clearly y'all don't think this, but I feel like he looked better in this fight. No. I feel like he looked like a better. He boxed better in this fight.
Okay.
I feel like he boxed better in this fight, even though
in some rounds, not all.
Like, all right, so I agree with you. I feel like 1 through 4, he looked real sharp. I feel like 5, 6, 7, 8, it was a snoozer. Like I was ready to fall asleep. And then I feel like 9, they banged a little bit, and you saw his trainer smacked him. Like, yo, what are you doing? Keep using that jab and fight. And then I feel like round 10, he coasted. You know what I'm saying? So I think he got a little potential. Again, I told my brothers, let's give him like 3 more fights, 2 or 3 more fights, and let's see where he's at. A lot of the bros are killing him already, and I feel you. I understand why.
3 more fights in him.
I've heard that too. I get it, man. But
no. I mean, like as far as like he'll have 3 more fights, but
you don't think he'll survive those 3?
Not that he won't survive. I don't think his career survive. You know what I'm saying? Like people would just be like, "Yo,
he ain't getting a knockout."
Well, I was watching it with my in-laws, and this is their first time watching it, and they were like kind of hyped because he's Puerto Rican, and like, and I was telling them, you know what I mean, and they were like, "Nah," they were like, "This dude is whack." And then the bite too, the Mike Tyson bite. Rigz, you know about that?
He tried to bite.
So he tried to bite him.
Dude tried to bite him like Tyson.
He tried to bite old boy in the face.
Wow.
He said old boy was trying to elbow him.
Yeah, but
so he tried to bite him in the face.
It's time to hang him up. You start doing that. You only 25.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you, man. I kind of understand, man. Sometimes when you, oh man,
you understand?
You know what it is? I feel like an instinct came in on him that he should have left alone. Like, he brawling. You know, sometimes you just do whatever you got to do to.
You thought he was in the barrio.
Exactly. He thought he was in a street fight, man. Sometimes the street fight you gotta do what you gotta do. I never bit nobody, but you know, maybe that's how he get down. I don't understand why he did it. It was a little weird to me.
And Timothy Bradley was killing them. Like, man, what's wrong with you? Like these Brooklyn dudes, all y'all do is bite. Like,
nah, it was weird. I ain't gonna hold you.
But I do agree. He looked better boxing wise, like you know what I'm saying. In the beginning, he looked like he polished up on the boxing skills.
Yeah.
I mean, how much of it can you credit to his opponent though? Maybe he's just really that good.
His opponent is pretty solid. Can we say this is his best opponent that he fought so far? Can we agree on that?
Yeah, this is definitely his best.
He's just an older dude though. Like I feel like
the dude is 38.
38, man.
You know, this should have been easier work. It should have been easier work. And there was a time when he caught him, and it looked like he was gonna finish him. I was like, oh,
it was. He cracked him. He cracked him a couple times.
And I said, and he didn't finish him. He didn't
finish him.
He fought a little scared, in my opinion, or a little careful.
I think he was scared. You know what? Now you mentioned that when he felt dude's uppercut. I think that
he was getting tagged a lot. He was getting tagged.
The uppercut is what really got him.
You saw that,
and he fought scared after that.
Look, there were moments, and I feel you. There were moments where he could have threw combinations, and he
didn't.
He was just being hesitant. Like in those moments, and you heard Timothy Bradley say, in those moments, he should have went a couple to the body, then came up top, but he didn't. He fought like you said.
That's another thing. Man. He's a head hunter.
Yeah.
And he was breathing out his mouth because he was already tired. He was bleeding through his nose. So there's a lot of stuff that
a lot of holes in his style, man.
Yeah, you can't be a headhunter
unless
you're gonna put him out early.
Yeah, and if you're gonna advance and you're gonna get better, right? Because that's the whole point. You're supposed to progress.
Yep.
You know, because we want to see a Benavidez, we want to see Caleb Plant, we want to see those guys with him.
He's not ready for them, man.
He's not.
He's not ready for Plant. He's not ready for Benavidez. Yo, he's not even ready for Danny Jacobs, yo. He's not even ready for Jesse Hart.
What about is Rosado?
He's not ready for Jake Paul.
Rosado? He's not even. Yo, I'm scared if he fight Rosado, bro.
I think he should fight him.
No.
I think that'll be a good fight.
Rosado, man. I feel like even though Rosado just lost to Mosley's son. I don't know if y'all saw that.
Yeah. We saw that.
He just lost to him. He just lost to him like a month or two ago.
Yeah.
Mosley's son. Okay, Rosado, obviously there's a decline, but this is what I'm trying to say. I don't even feel comfortable with Berlanga fighting Rosado right now. Like he gotta definitely tighten up, man. He gotta tighten up.
Well, I would throw him in there. I would throw him in with him.
But when you have as many fights as he had, like when is he gonna be ready to fight better fighters? Like
that's what I'm saying.
I'm thinking 2 or 3 more fights, Riz. But a lot of the bros.
But you know what it is his head movement, he's flat-footed. Like there's just a lot of things that he doesn't do. You're like, bro, you better start doing this because you're going nowhere.
Gabe Rosado could be his next step of fight, but I'm scared in that fight. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man.
We need that.
I'm scared in that fight because Gabe Rosado set a trap and put him down. All right, anyway, man, forget Edgar Berlanga, get it together, bro. Let's get it together, all right?
So what y'all fellas? Rigz, what you did this weekend, man?
Running around Brooklyn. I was running around Brooklyn.
You were running around Brooklyn.
Fasting and praying.
Laying hands on people.
Something like that. Chasing kids and working on new music.
Let's go.
Oh, already. Let's go.
Yeah. So I've been really busy. Oh, and I'm working on an app too. I'm building an app.
Fire.
Wow.
On a what?
That's dope. I'm building an app. Yeah.
Oh, app. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
that's fine.
I've been kind of multitasking.
Can you talk more about the app, or is it like an NDA where you can't really speak too much about the details and what it does?
I mean, I guess I can speak on that a little bit. I don't want to fully give it out, but it's not like
watch Jay, because Jay would take your idea and then tomorrow you have
take the name and everything.
Jay's a man of God. He's a
man of God. Hey, yo, Jay, we still ain't get up, and you like a barrel away from me, bro. Like this is.
I'm not going out there.
Right?
I'll take the hint. That's all.
I already got it, man. Jay, man, I thought we was. Yeah,
just say it, Jay. Just say it.
We'll let go.
He's scared, bro. He don't want to meet up with you, bro.
It's 2022.
He don't know what's in that fanny pack, bro. He knows there's a Bible in there.
Jay, I promise, man. I move different, man. We're gonna have a good time, man. Family vibe. Family vibe.
He said the Bronx got a force field around it.
Can't get in there.
Nah, but talk about that app.
Yeah, so I'm working.
You see that question?
Talk
about that app. Where's my pen?
I'm working on an app that can allow Jay to get to the Bronx.
Never mind. I don't want to go.
It's a force field breaker. I'm building something that's like so everybody. Well, I don't know if everybody knows. So, the internet is Web 2. The new thing is Web 3. That's where all the crypto and NFT stuff is living at in the multiverse. Wow, the metaverse and all of that. So, I'm building decentralized, I guess, music marketplace / music player. So it's like, a music player on your phone. And
have you heard of Audius?
No.
Which, by the way, the podcast is on. So if you're an Audius listener, hi. So it's similar to that, where you can post your music or podcast right now, and you'll get I guess their coin, right?
Okay.
So that's how you're kind of like make money off the platform. It's backed by a few like labels and some artists as well. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So the one I'm building is fully decentralized, so there's no middleman. So if you post your content, you post your price, and basically you make all your money.
Nice.
So
And
it's all subscription.
No,
No,
no subscription, no nothing. So if you like, there's a sign in. When you sign in, it's connected to your Meta wallet. So if you purchase, it's already connected to your wallet. Or if somebody buys something from you, it goes right into your Meta wallet directly. You know what I
Wow.
mean? So it's seamless and it plays. So it's like basically if you had Spotify on your phone and like, but you could just throw your album on there while you listening to other people's music. And there's a social media component on there as well. So it's like you can chat
Oh
and post
wow.
on there. So that's
Are
something
you
I've been working
just
on.
gonna are you just gonna stick to music, or are you gonna like venture out to podcasts and like more audio stuff?
Me, I had the podcast thing I was doing a little while back, but
With Boston, right?
yeah. So no, it was my own thing, but
But wasn't there like a consistent
yeah, I
group
was
of people that were on there? Like
no.
you? Oh, okay, my bad.
I just chose people.
Oh, got you.
So,
All right.
but yeah, it's a lot of work. I'm sure y'all know that. You know what I mean? I'm one person, so between me and I was doing everything, recording, editing.
But I think Jay's talking about
I'm saying on
app.
your app. Yeah, on your app.
On the app, where you're gonna have podcasts, or is it just gonna be strictly music?
As of now, I'm keeping it simple because I'm still learning as I build.
Yeah.
So I'm keeping it simple with just music. Once I get to that step, then I could, expand it.
Yo, that's dope. That's
Are you building on Ethereum, or are you building on
Ethereum.
Solana? Okay, cool.
Yeah, Ethereum.
So is this app an app that you developed yourself, or is it like a group of y'all? Is it just you and someone else?
So me.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so me. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I wear a lot of hats. That's why certain things I'm just not willing to do. Like I do so much already. Like you know what I mean? If it can't get done, it can't get done at this point.
And what's the time to like develop that, or how long it's taken you to get to where it's at right now?
I mean, I've been working on it like 3 weeks now. I could have honestly had it much further. I'm doing it in pieces because again, I'm learning as I'm doing it. It's primarily for my portfolio, but it's also real world. It's really going to be live for real. So I'm doing it as a learning tool for me because I'm in that tech world too, or trying to get a foothold in the tech world, along with music. So, so I'm just taking my time. I'm jumping between that and working on music, back and forth. When I get tired of one, I just go do the other.
So you've developed other apps, like, or this is your first app that you've developed?
Other things, but it's like nothing crazy or nothing big. I mean, like I said, it's all just to learn and have something real world under my belt because I'm self-learned. You know what I mean? I never went to school for it or nothing.
Right.
I literally just put the time in to teach myself. So you gotta have something tangible under your belt. You know what I mean? When you're trying to get in to say, look what I could do. So I have, a couple little light stuff, like a little e-commerce store, a little like Twitter clone, like things like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yo,
that's dope, man.
That's awesome.
That's fire. That's fire.
That's fire.
For real.
And I'm still wrapping circles around it.
Come on, I was about to say that, man. That's crazy.
Still making time.
That's good, yo. That's so fire, man. Yeah.
Yo, you could just put that in your. Do you got a bar with that? Like, I make apps, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, several. Because I always rap from reality. So if that's something I'm doing, it definitely has come up 3 or 4 times.
You gotta pay attention.
Yeah, it's in there. Even on the new stuff I'm working on, there's a couple tech bars in there.
Y'all focus on rap. I'm focused on apps. You heard?
Ooh,
look at that.
That's that MC and Switch right there.
That was like
that was like Switch. Trying to go off the porch.
Yeah.
Word up.
Nah, but that's what's up, man. What about you, Jay? What you did this weekend?
Avoided the Bronx.
I mean,
at all costs.
I had to drive through, unfortunately, but
we don't even want to drive through.
They need to create
unfortunately.
Yeah, they need to create something to get rid of it, or I don't know what.
Get rid of it.
Get rid of the old bro. You're gonna kill us? What's wrong with you? I live this.
Nah.
Wait till I'm out of there.
Nah, y'all could just be like part of like Connecticut or something.
Yeah.
That's the revamp.
Yeah.
I
took the we
that's
took
the
the kids
rebrand.
to
That's the rebrand of the Bronx. Part of Connecticut.
Still ain't going there.
Yo, Connecticut is the perfect rebrand for the Bronx, right?
No, it's not.
It's not. Nah. You know what? Shout out to C4. C4 live in Connecticut. Yo, where?
He does.
He from the Bronx too, right?
Yeah,
He got out of there.
Yeah, he got out. He in Connecticut too. Yeah.
He'd be tight if they turn the Bronx into Connecticut.
He'll be like, yo, I left and it just keep chasing me.
Exactly.
Yeah, Jay, what happened?
We took the kids to Legoland upstate.
Oh, I heard they got Legoland.
Yo, I gotta hit that up, man. Take my babies over there.
I gotta go on there. Forget the
It's
babies.
dope.
I ain't gonna front, man. I enjoy myself there too.
Yeah, it's dope. It's really cool. Yeah. Other than that, that's it.
How far is that?
Okay.
Like an hour and change.
Oh, that's not bad.
Like hour 15 maybe.
Oh,
I'm gonna do that real soon.
You know what's the other one too? I want to hit up. It's in Jersey. It's the new joint.
Dream.
Oh man, Dream. What is it called? Dream?
The Nickelodeon joint.
Yeah, they have the Nickelodeon in there. They got the indoor water park. Is it called the Dream? American Dream. That's what it's called.
The American Dream. That's
I want to
the
hit that
mall.
up.
Yeah.
Y'all hit that up yet?
Nah. I mean, I've been to the mall, but not the park.
Okay, Jay.
That joint like $100. That joint like $150. I don't know. It's so crazy.
From what I heard, Jay just be spending though, so I don't know, man. Jay just go in.
That's for kids too. 150.
Yo, let me know something.
Yeah, man, something crazy like that. We were looking it up, and then it's
The water park
mad
is
packed.
150.
Oh, it's like $1 something.
Each person?
Yeah.
Nah, see.
And it's mad packed, bro. Like the whole
Unless
Bronx,
he's in
the
the
whole
Dope
Bronx.
Platinum or something.
Yo, Bronx and Newark is in there. Like the whole Bronx and Newark is in there.
In American Dream?
Yeah. Because everybody could they could you know, they got
They can do the light
transportation
rail, they
there.
got
You
the
know what I'm
light rail in
saying?
Jersey now.
Yeah, they can get right there.
You don't want to go, Jay.
Yeah. Now that you mentioned that, you're right. You're right.
Like he said the whole
Yeah.
world.
She was like,
They should hire Switch. They should hire Switch. Be like, you know, for advertising. Yeah, we're gonna get the whole Bronx here, the whole Newark here. Ain't nobody gonna show up.
Oh man,
people be there, bro.
Yeah, nah, that's true. It is. It'd be packed.
That sucks, yo.
And what you did, man? You was in your cabana in your backyard and all that.
I was chilling.
You got a cabana in his backyard, bro.
Chasing deer back there.
Chasing deer.
You chasing deer back there?
Nah. Ain't no deer. Well, you know, it might be deer back there. I don't know. I ain't seen them.
Well, you got raccoons? What kind of animals you got back there?
Nah, ain't no raccoons back there. It's coyotes back there.
Ooh.
What the Bronx got? Rats.
Huge rats. I ain't gonna front though. I seen a big raccoon. See, with the thing with the Bronx, everything's exaggerated. Like I seen a raccoon. It wasn't your normal size raccoon. I couldn't believe it, yo. I'm walking in my building. That joint
in the day or at night?
It was at night. It looked like it was eating all the rats.
He was walking on 2 feet like swiping.
Yo, Debo. Like, what up? I'm here.
The Bronx got demogorgons, yo.
Yo, listen, there's so many rats around. Yo, when I park my car, there's certain places where I can't park because I'm like, yo, I know the rats gonna come up in my car, eat my wires. Yo, bro,
that happened to me.
Yeah, bro. Yo, yeah, that happened to me. I had to.
2 months ago, I had to change my
happened to
wires.
join my car, bro. Rats ate my wires. Yeah. Rats ate my
still
wires.
cold.
Wait, Riggs, you had to change yours because of the rats?
Yeah, but when it's cold, they go in your engine.
They go in your
it's warm
engine.
in
to warm up.
And they like the
there's a certain smell on the wires that they like.
So
and
they
they
start
bite,
chewing
they
at
start
it.
nibbling at
So
it.
I go to take my daughter to school. I start the car and it's like, I'm like, whoa, what the hell?
Right.
I go into there, I see mad chicken bones and oxtail and stuff in my engine bay. I'm like, oh,
these rats be acting up, man. They think they run the
so
joint.
I bought they got these things you put on the battery. It's like that clicking noise that detracts them or whatever. So I had to rewire it myself and put that in.
I just stay away from the sewers. I stay away from
New York problems, yo.
New York problems.
They got West Indian rats, yo. I got oxtails in the engine,
yo. You never seen Rasta Mouse?
Oh man.
Yo, what's a Rasta?
You ever seen Rasta Mouse? Everybody go Google Rasta Mouse after you.
I'm gonna Google that.
Wow. Rasta Mouse.
Nah, I thought the Bronx rats were big. I seen this episode. They're not called rats, but they're like in the rat family. They're huge. On dudes were sniping them because they eat like I forget exactly what they eat in the plants, or whatever. I forgot the name of it.
In the fields, in the fields.
Yeah, in the fields,
mice?
Yeah. They're huge, bro.
No, up here we got bugs.
Possums.
Up here we got different type of bugs that I've never seen. I'm like, what is this?
I don't do bugs.
That's our struggles.
Yo, Switch, summertime, I'm coming up there with the fam, man.
Come through, man. We go to Legoland, man. We going to Legoland, man.
We're doing it, man.
We got a water park up here too.
It's a wrap. We getting together.
That's your pool, yo. It's not a water park. You got to slide on it. You got to slide on this pool and say we got a water park.
Oh man.
Switch living that good life. You got a whole population of like 5 people.
Yo, Switch, like, yo, you want to come to my backyard? You see a whole water park. Yo, like, yo, bro, word? That's how you doing it?
You got a population of 5 and they're all in his house.
right.
Yo, I was at the pool today.
Backing up, man. Yeah, your toes all out. I saw you, bro.
My toes all out.
Oh, you splashing?
Yo, splashes. Yo, Rigz, we got a video of Chris splashing his feet
in the water.
And he posted it in his stories. And we're like, yo, bro, what are you doing? He's like
his
twiddling his feet in the water. And we're like, yo, bro.
I definitely got to talk to him after this.
I'll send you the video.
Yeah,
you're going to be laughing.
And they going to do a boomerang about it, too. That's the worst part.
Yeah. Ever since he moved to VA, dude been acting different, man.
Yeah, where did he leave from?
Oh, the Bronx.
Oh, he was in the Bronx? I don't know who we're talking about, but damn.
Yeah.
Well, comedian Chris. You know comedian Chris?
Oh, yeah, I heard him.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard him. I'm not going to act like other dudes who act like they ain't never heard of him.
Pew. That's what we doing.
I don't even know what we talking about. Right?
Yo, so listen, I sent YP the clip. We would so Loso was saying YP is the most New York dude ever, based off the intro, because he's like AKA, you know, all that stuff, right? So we were laughing, and he's like, and then Loso goes, "Yo, but do he rap?" And then we like, "Yeah, that's YP. He's the dude that had the little controversy with Indie Tribe, right, for dissing them, right?"
Yeah.
So he's like, he's like, I don't know about that. Like he was acting like he never heard of it.
Like,
so then YP hits me and he's like, cap. He's like, yo, he's like, I don't know, maybe Loso forgot, but Loso had commented on the song where he was dissing Indie,
That's why I
Indie Tribe.
I sent him the screenshot. He commented on the
on
the record with fire emojis.
Listen, when you fast and pray as much as Loso.
Nah, but you know what? Shout out to Loso. That was probably an innocent mistake, but even though he definitely. I mean, I don't. Whatever.
He's remembering 3 rounds. You kind of forget other things.
Word up. We gonna show him.
That was my thought. I said, man, when you gotta memorize those verses, your mind is not thinking about YP. You're just like, yo.
Facts.
I'm trying to.
Now 100.
What is that?
Right there?
What's that?
Oh, the smack. That's the Will Smith smack.
Oh, the Will Smith smack.
You on mute, Jay?
Does Jay want me to smack Loso? What the
heck?
Yeah, what you trying to show us?
Yeah, what is going on here?
We see the smack, but what's going on?
What it says there?
You don't see what it says? Hold on.
No, we don't see what it says. Read it.
Hold on.
Read it to us?
It's a glare too.
It says, "Yo, Switch, keep my name out your mouth." What's up, Chrissy? Watching.
Comedian Chris is online.
Oh,
okay.
Uh-oh. Nah, but yo, listen, shout out to Loso, man. It is what it is, bro. You know, like I
So
said,
it was no issue. It was no issue.
I told Switch it was Cat, but then again, Switch told me, yo, he might have forgot. So I'm like, all right, cool, you're right. He might have forgot. But then, you know, I also did a cipher with his man Saga, you know what I mean? And he also commented on that. So that's why I was a little thrown off by that. But again, he might have forgot, you know, who am I, man? I'm nobody, man. I'm just a dude here just serving, man, just grinding, man.
That's the New York in him right now.
I'm just cooling, man. I'm just cooling, man. Shout out to Lucy, man. Keep doing your thing, baby.
Yeah.
Man.
All right, so we just
he knows who I am now, though.
Oh.
We just wanted to clear that up. I was like, and while people was like, yo, yeah, that's dope. Y'all mentioned me. That's because he was showing love. While people was like, yeah, that's dope. But yo, Loso's capping right now.
Yeah,
he was like, Loso's capping right now. Like he ain't hear the song.
Capping.
And then he screenshotted the comment.
Oh, the man forgot.
He forgot, man. It's okay. Listen.
He was capping, son. He was, I think they need a battle.
I think
Legion. Legion of Doom versus A Ward.
Yo, listen, man. I ain't gonna hold you though. I'm gonna say this, man. I saw them coming at my boy C4.
No.
They need to stop playing. They need to stop playing with my boy like he don't give it up like that. Like, look, I respect A Wood and Loso, and I respect what they do, but yo, stop playing with my man like he don't give it up like that. My boy get busy, man.
Listen, I'll be all the way tuned out, so I don't even know what y'all talking about right now. But
you're not on Twitter.
I'm definitely not on Twitter like that. But with that said,
and I see some other dudes kind of, I don't want to use the word fold, but I'm hearing that they ain't want that smoke when A Ward and Loso were coming for C4, because C4 was talking back. Like, what y'all mean? Like, we could go there. Like, what y'all want to do?
Oh, all right. So now y'all gotta fill me in. What the hell?
Well, listen, we because then we're gonna start being called. We're gonna start being called the crew because this starting controversy, right? But basically, the crew made a tweet and they were like,
right? "Was that the picture?
Was it a picture or was it a
tweet?
No.
That was Q Flow. No,
it was a tweet.
So what happened is, they put a picture of two dudes and they thought one of them was C4 or something.
Right, it was Q Flow
and they started talking a little slick to C4. But listen, man, at the end of the day, it's all good. Listen,
Q Flow and C4. No, you talking fast right now. He's like, no, it's all good. But
I don't want to be the guy. I'm always doing. I'm always caught up in these situations.
Listen, everybody's rappers. Rappers got egos. Yeah. It's really that simple.
That's it.
Nothing's ever personal. Dudes can rap. They want to rap at each other or they don't. Whatever, but everybody in this conversation gives it up. A-Ward is nice. Loso is nice. C4 is nice. And that's all it really is.
That's all we're trying to say.
And Q Flow is nice. And I'm not just saying that because y'all know me. I'd be like, nah, he's trash. But everybody we talking about is nice. So it don't never got to be nothing bigger than what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just rap. It's not that serious. And everybody's believing. So
that's it.
We don't really need, you know what I mean, that funny type of energy, like, yo, what do you mean by that?
Right, exactly. That's why I keep trying to fix it up a little bit. Why
people like,
but
you also knew.
But also, remember, I wasn't there for none of the situations. So, just like matter of factly, if somebody is doubting your pen, then show up. You know what I'm saying? If you're a rapper, then show up and it'll really be that. It don't got to be nothing personal. It don't got to be, I want to punch you in your face.
Well, that's what I was saying, Rick. They was down with C4's pen. That's why I'm just kicking up for my man. You know what I mean? That's it. Like, I would kick up for Rigz if they were trying to throw dirt on Riggs' name.
Listen, I know everybody personally in this conversation, so, you know, I just want to keep it peace. I'm the peace.
Of course.
I'm not the trouble starter. You know what I'm saying?
Peace. Yo, but listen, shout out, like Rick said, shout out to A-Ward, shout out to Loso. Shout out to C4, man. Love y'all, man. Y'all keep doing y'all thing. And everyone else that was involved.
I was asked to battle rap recently, but that's why you got to give it up for the battle rappers. 3 rounds? Listen, it's hard for me to remember 16 for a feature, much less 3 rounds. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely not easy to do.
Yeah. So wait, you were supposed to battle who? Like a secular artist or
nah? Somebody DM'd me that I guess they run a league or put together a league or whatever.
Okay.
And they had A-Ward on the card, and they were like, "Yo, can we get you on the next card or whatever?" I was like, because I could do it. You know what I'm saying? I know where my skill level is at. I could definitely do it. But it's a whole nother. It's not simply just writing a verse. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta study people. You gotta have performance. You gotta have the nicest bars, but if you ain't got no performance, you can still take that L. So there's a lot that goes into it, and I'm working on so much right now. Like I said, between apps, music, we just dropped Legion of Doom. I'm already working on the next thing, and I still got another thing after that in mind. I just got so much going on. I don't really know when I will have time to really dedicate. And
so it's the wrong timing right now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I used to battle rap years ago. You know what I mean? Like, I started out as a battle rapper, so
really,
yeah. So it's definitely not out of my
comfort zone.
Yeah, definitely not. It's just not good timing for me at all. And I'm a big fan of battle rap, so I like being a fan. So I'm good being a fan. Unless somebody talk crazy to me, then you know.
What about on wax? What about on wax? Would you diss somebody on wax?
Yo, speaking of
That's
talking
something I would
crazy,
do.
wait, Rigz, your man talking crazy right now, yo.
Who, Chris?
Yeah.
How'd I know?
See, he said, "Tell Rigz take off that stink hoodie. It's 90 degrees outside. Dude, hoodie smell like humidity and depression."
Oh, sorry, we got the crispy air condition going on right now. So
yeah, it feels great.
You know what I'm saying? He need to worry about. Listen, he can't even come back up here. That's why he out there.
He on the run. He said that's cap.
Yo, I want to say something about. Also, I just want to add this because I heard Loso express that he feels like the CHH community doesn't get behind what they do enough. Like,
seriously?
Yeah, I heard him say that a couple times. Have y'all heard him say that? I heard him say that a couple times where he was like, "Yo, I feel like we don't get the love that we should get from like the CHH community, especially like Rapzilla and those
battle rap."
Yeah, like for the battle rap and stuff like that.
What would be the reason though?
I don't know, but I just want to say, that listen, man, keep doing your thing, keep getting busy. You know what I mean? It ain't easy to get in that, in that circle, man, and around all the monsters that go.
It's because it'd be a lot of people that like we had like that dude Kyle who be in the comments, man. They
exactly, stuff like that. Right.
Like, yo, it's mad aggressive.
Exactly, right.
Yeah, I hear that. I mean, everything ain't for everybody. You know what
it's not.
And especially if you jump in that pool, you can't always expect a big bulk of, you know what I mean, the believers to get behind you. Like you jumped out there, you know what I mean? So I understand both sides of the situation. But see, what gets funny to me though is a lot of people be the same ones that won't support that, but like Kendrick Lamar mentioned God, all of a sudden they all over it.
Yeah, like, oh, he's Christian.
Kanye, they all over it. You know what I mean? But when your brothers and sisters is out there representing and doing a damn good job at it, now everybody want to be deep. So things like that. I'm not saying that's everybody, but it is a pattern that I do know.
But you know what their rebuttal is, Rigz? Because I've seen that floating around. Their rebuttal is the music isn't as good as like a Kanye or what's the other one you mentioned?
It's a battle. It's not the music. It's not music.
Kendrick.
Well, no, but you mentioned Kanye and who else?
Kendrick.
No, but I'm just saying.
And Kendrick.
But I'm just saying. If it's about your spiritual convictions, that don't matter if it's a battle or a song.
No, I hear what you're saying. I'm not understanding. Let's get it. I'll feel you.
That's what I'm saying, but they can't bring up music because
that's what their rebuttal be. That's what their rebuttal would be though. They'll be like, yeah, but the music ain't as good as Kanye and Kendrick's. Like, that's a cop out, man. Like, nah. It's a brothers really spitting, getting busy, and y'all just, ride the wave.
Well, I ain't never heard Kendrick spit nothing better than Loso and A-Ward yet.
Wow, that's a
I go on record and say that. Ooh.
So we were kind of discussing this with him last time because basically we were talking about how he's always in the top 10 out
Kendrick?
the whole
Loso. Oh, Loso, okay.
How he's always in the conversation out the whole league, you know what I'm saying? Out of all the leagues and battle.
He get busy for sure.
So it's like the level that they do it at isn't just like some corny Christian battle rap. Like it's really respected by by the rap battlers.
That's
You know
what I'm saying.
Like,
That's what I'm saying. Loso is undefeated for like super long.
Nah, he get busy, man. He
You know
get
what I'm
busy,
saying? Like,
for sure.
He just
I
got
can't
an award
hate
in
on him.
Tampa.
He get busy.
Yeah.
Man, whatever, man.
But that's what's up, man. We glad that everybody's cool and everybody's copacetic and all that.
Wait, but YP, you said you saw him mention something about what was it? The
what?
Gavi situation.
Oh yeah, I agree with what he said.
You said you do agree with it.
I agree. Well, hold on.
Oh boy.
I agree.
Everybody, you know, everybody walks with the shell with the eggshells when it comes to that situation.
Yo, listen.
I feel like when it comes to that situation,
good.
People want to make sure that they know that people know, like, yo, I don't agree with the actions. I don't agree with what happened.
Right.
But this is the disclaimer, right? So I feel like a lot of us feel that way. Like, all right, we don't accept this. Or,
no, listen.
That's not where he was going.
No, all right, so from the little clip, all right, so hold on. From the little clip I saw that Loso was basically saying that he could the dude could still drop music, and that when he gave his public apology, that he was pretty much saying like, y'all just would want the body to extend more grace and stuff like that. Am I off there?
Well, Loso was saying that we should extend more grace.
Okay.
And because this is what happened. He had left a comment when Garvey had like, posted some stuff recently. Yeah. And we made like a little joke like, oh, yo, you supporting Garvey, right? So we put that as a topic, right? So we're like, yo, explain a little bit more for somebody who might see a comment that you may have or what's going on.
Right.
And he was like, it's not so much support, but I feel like we need to have more grace towards Garvey about the situation. You know what I'm saying? Especially with us being outside of it and not really knowing everything. You know what I mean?
Right. So I'm 100 in agreement with that. Like, listen, man, I swear, I hit you on the side. And I told you, like, at the end of the day, any one of us could be standing firm today and could be bugging them all. The Bible even says, "Take heed that you stand, lest you fall." So I'm very gracious because I see my own flaws. Like, yo, if there was a camera on me 24/7, bro, a lot of people would not mess with me. You know what I mean? Like, cause why? Because I'm a human. My flaws leak. You know what I'm saying? So with Gavi, it's like, okay, he got exposed. The only thing is, I don't know how true this is. I heard some of the girls were minors. That I would have an issue with, of course. You know what I mean? Like, yo, bro, what? That's sick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
But him sending pics to shorties, like, you don't know what the shorties were saying. And again, I'm not condoning it, but what I'm saying as a man, I can understand it. I got my own struggles. I got my own things I deal with. So I'd be a hypocrite if I'm sitting here pointing the finger at a dude who felt like a lot of dudes would. Keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what type of temptations he's going through. He on a bigger platform. He got all types of things getting thrown at him. You feel me? So it's like, I can only imagine what that pressure feels like, because the pressure I already feel on this, what I go through in life. You know what I'm saying? So I feel Loso on that. I feel like we should extend grace because ain't none of us got it together. Even when the little kid went up to Jesus, he said, "Good teacher," whatever. And he said, "Why do you call me good? There's no one good." You know what I mean? So when we have that perspective that we're all flawed, we're all corrupted our nature, at any moment we could be wilding. When you have that perspective, man, you could extend a little more grace. And he wasn't even justifying his behavior. He was saying, like, yo, I messed up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like, maybe he didn't word it the way everybody would want it to. Again, he's flawed. So even that was probably flawed. So he wasn't justifying the sin, though. I ain't see that.
All right. You feel like we going back into Garvey again?
Yeah, leave that man alone.
Huh? Am I bugging though? Y'all with me on that?
Nah, you're right.
I'm never going into Garvey. Fire. Marcus Garvey.
All right, man. So let's talk about some fire right now, right? Recently, the Tampa Bay Rays, their baseball team, a few of their players refused to wear the pride patch. So, in baseball, they had the little pride patch on the side, and I think about 4 or 5 of their players refused to wear it.
I'm gonna take the damn hat off, man.
The whole Yankee squad wore the pride.
What's
patch,
y'all
bro.
thoughts on that, man? And how would y'all feel if y'all was at work and they were like, "Hey, you should support Pride. Let's have a, you know, whatever a hat. I don't know, whatever it is that they have
Let's
out
have
there.
a hat.
Wear a hat.
Wear a hat. To work.
Reading rainbow hat.
So,
chill, yeah.
I mean, you know, I understand the organization's position and I understand the individual's position. So both have their choices to make. You know what I'm saying? The organization wants to support it by putting a patch. They're well within their right to do that. If the individual don't want to be a part of that, they well within their right to do that. You know what I mean? And whatever ties they have to one another, whether it be contracts or whatever, just gotta come into play at that point. So, I mean, it is what it is. Me personally, I got my own convictions about things.
Right.
And people who know me know my track record. I stand on what I stand on at whatever cost. So if there's people that say, listen, I don't want to do that, they don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Not everybody got to fold to public pressure and public opinion. You know what I mean? And again, the organization is not wrong either for supporting the LGBTQ if that's what they want to do as an organization. So
right,
it's pretty simple to me.
So if you was at work, like if they was like, hey, you know, wear this patch, you know what I'm saying? Cause is it like something that should be even...
There's a rainbow right behind you, yo.
Oh, there is. In the paint. Okay, to work.
Yo, the timing is crazy, yo. Wait. You know that?
Hold on. Y'all dudes is wild.
You know what Switch
y'all dudes is wild.
Yeah, Switch. Yo, why you don't have a Tampa Bay hat on, bro?
You got the Yankee hat on. They all wore it.
Switch your hat, bro.
Oh man.
Oh my god. But yeah, you at work. You at your workplace, and they want you to show some kind of support. Is it necessary? Like, do we have to?
You shouldn't have to.
Listen, there's a lot of things
Facts.
your job do.
100.
There's a lot of things everyone's job does that's not necessary.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's one of them things that as long as you work for somebody else, just be prepared to deal with being asked to do something you may not want to do, and then you got a choice to make. It's really that simple.
True.
Right. Right. And you kind of experienced that. I don't know if we should even talk about it, but on your job, right? On your job, right? Like you had to make a decision.
Yeah, I left my job.
Why they wanted you to wear a patch?
No.
Wait, what happened? Wait, what happened?
Serious.
I mean, I never got qualms about talking about anything. I'm myself anyway, but this is y'all platform, so it's up to you what y'all want to do.
Well, so Rigz was working at a spot, and they required him to get the jab.
Take the jab, and I said, have a good one.
I mean, you tried multiple steps. You sent your letters in and all of that, right?
Yeah, I did it. I did everything. I wrote. I mean, I submitted a letter. You know, the state. You know, that new governor, she was going so super hard because my exemption would have got granted, but she just went so hard that everybody folded, all the businesses folded. You know what I mean? So, and I had a decision to make. My stability was on the line, and you know. Me being me, like outside of like a professional setting, like being in the street, right? There could be somebody that is stronger than you, and they may come to you with something and make you feel like if you don't do it, there'll be consequences. And you know that they're stronger than you. You know they got more money, they got more people, they got more resources, whatever. The type of person I always been is I don't take threats lightly, and especially when you threaten to take food out my mouth and out my kid's mouth. I believe in myself enough as a person to say I'm gonna just feed myself because this is still a job at the end of the day. And while it's useful and while I thank God for it, you're not gonna tell me you're the only way I could eat.
Now let's talk about that. What was the emotions, or how was it during that time? Were you like, I'm gonna just depend on God? Were you like setting yourself up to like, all right, I'm ready to do my exit because I know this isn't gonna work out? Seems like God's budget.
When I saw the rollout. I mean, I was in healthcare, so before it got crazy in the media and publicly, I already seen where it was going. And for anybody out there to understand my position, I didn't single out this vaccine to say, oh, I don't want it. I never take vaccines, period. You know what I'm saying? It's just not something I do. And I've been healthy all these years. So I didn't want to play with my health like that and risk it. You know what I'm saying? For whatever agenda is going on, I'm not with it. You know what I mean? So I thought about it, prayed about it, and I felt comfortable saying, my kids is going to eat one way or the other. So do what y'all got to do, and I'm going to do what I got to do. Like I said before, you as an organization, you have every right to do what you're doing. And me as an individual, like people like to call it slavery, but that's not true. You couldn't leave a plantation. You could leave your job.
Thanks.
You know what I mean? So I believed in God and myself enough in my decision to walk away, and I still have a roof over my head. I still have food in my stomach.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. It's very hard. It wasn't an easy decision. It was an easy decision, but it wasn't an easy journey after the decision. But I was comfortable with it, even when it was pressing me, like, you got like 2 days, the deadline's coming. Are you sure? I'm like, yo, like I hate when people try to put their anxiety off on me. Like, I'm good. You see me, I'm good. You're nervous, I'm good. You know
Let's go.
It is
yo,
what it
Jimmy will be proud right now. Jimmy's proud right now.
But my main thing, here, I'm gonna wrap it up with this. My main thing is, it's not the mark of the beast, right? Because I know there's people out there saying stuff like that. It's not that, but the proposition was the same. The government is telling you, do this, or we're gonna take away your privileges, and you can't eat and feed yourself.
You'll lose your job if you don't do this.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And for me, as a believer, if I don't agree with what the government's saying, I'm not gonna do it and fold because I rely on you to survive. Because if I do that, I would be lying to myself to think that if the mark of the beast was to happen and play out in a way that is popularized, that I would stand up. Because everyone loves to say that, oh, I would die for Christ, and I would do this, and I would da-da-da-da. And everybody who didn't want the jab took it so they wouldn't lose their job. They folded. You know what I'm saying? And everyone has the right to make whatever decision they got to make. Do what's best for you. I'm personally not judging it. I just know for me, I would have done it under duress. And had I done it under duress, I couldn't go on being a believer personally, because I couldn't do that and then lie to myself and think when a bigger, real situation happened that I would stand all of a sudden. So it's like, this is the lower level fight. If I came to this, I might as well just walk away now because I'm not ready for that other one. You know what I mean? So I stood on mine, and I'm happy with my decision. I'm cool.
Wow.
Shouts out to Angel. Shouts out to Amends. He says they wanted me to get the vaccine. I was like, nah. Hey, yo, Rigz, come down to Tampa. No need for the jab down here.
Angel, what up? Yeah, man. I miss Tampa. I seen them cost of living prices down there, man. I used to live in Tampa when I was younger. You know what I mean? And I recently was there. Me and Angel was supposed to link up when I was there, but so the prices, I'm like, yo, this joint is looking like Manhattan. You know what I'm saying? I almost came back to New York like, here, just give it to me.
Let's get this over with.
Yo, DJ LNF is in the building. He said, my job passed out pride flags to each desk. I threw it away and was one of the few people flying the rainbow.
Wait, what? He was flying the rainbow?
And was one of the few people flying the rainbow.
So he was what?
You got to word that a little bit better.
Right, like he was the only, like one of the few waving the flag.
They go there, LNF.
Yeah, true, man. Shout out to DJ Austin Foul. That's the bro. They got to word that a little different, Brody.
Yeah. So YP, what you think, man? You
Yo,
got that
listen.
at your job? You gonna be
Yeah,
with it?
yeah. Nah, definitely, man. I mean, I have a different perspective than Rigz does on it. But I feel convicted after this speech. Yo, after this speech, I feel like, damn, I belong to the devil. Jeez.
Nah, we talking about the pride flag.
Oh, the pride flag.
So you
okay.
definitely with it then. That's what you just said.
No. I thought we were talking about the
See how
jab.
we edited it?
Stop playing with me, man.
Wow.
Yo, y'all throwing me all over the place with these topics, man. Come on.
All
right, so
these dudes took it. These two. So
listen, for the jab, I have my own perspective on it, but definitely with the gay pride thing, that's like a straight up, you stand in an agreement with something that's clearly in scripture that's an abomination to the Lord. So, I feel like the vaccine got its gray areas. You could debate it, you know what I mean, whether it's like of God or not, whatever. We could get into that, but like,
I don't think it's not. I don't think it's not of God or anything like that. Like I said,
exactly. Oh yeah, that's true. You did say that.
Right. I just said I don't take vaccines at all, really.
Exactly.
So I'm not doing nothing under duress.
Yeah.
And if you know what I mean, if you threaten to take my plate, I'll make my own plate. That's it. I don't think nobody's evil or stupid for taking it or nothing like that. I just know, for me, how I work with my health. I'm good. I don't need that.
I respect it.
And I've been good. And I worked in a COVID unit for the whole pandemic. I worked in the COVID unit. You know what I'm saying? And I've never had it. And I complied to testing every week. And I never had it. So I was like, why we can't just continue testing it? You know what I'm saying? If it's really about safety, because once people take the vaccine, you could still get it. So why do we stop testing the people that took the vaccine if it's about safety? It's just too many things that don't make sense.
Yeah,
you know
that became an issue. It felt like everybody got duped.
So I'm just not putting.
Yeah, you got it.
I don't put just anything in my bloodstream. That's just me. You know what I'm saying?
Comedian
Chris says that dude Rigz is scheduled for a booster shot tomorrow. He's
yo, that's funny, man. Yo, so listen, man. I'm gonna be I have family members that practice the homosexual life or whatever. What's the proper way of saying that? That practice that's the way you say it? Homosexual. All right, cool. Yeah. That practice, yeah. I have cousins that, and when I see them, I don't act weird around them. I hug them. I tell them, "I love you." I'm my cousin at the end of the day. They know where I stand, but I don't treat them like I'm better than them. You know what I'm saying? I still, vibe with them, talk to them like they're a regular person just like me. That's just something they deal with. You feel me? They know where I stand on it. I will never,
listen, man.
Everybody do
what they want to do. Just don't tell me what I got.
Exactly.
Just like you don't want to be told.
Exactly.
You don't want to be told how to live. Don't tell me what to support.
Respect where I'm at. Respect my boundaries. I respect yours.
There's this thing where it's like you got to be scared to say certain things.
Right.
Everybody ain't scared. You know what I mean? Like, do what you do.
Yeah.
Totally fine with that. Me personally, do what you want to do, but don't tell me how I gotta respond to what you gotta do, because people could diss Jesus all day long in media and everyone's key and ha.
Right.
Nobody loses endorsements for dissing the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Nobody has to face consequences for not agreeing with the lifestyle that we on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta respect it. We gotta be tolerant, right? So be tolerant of my lifestyle too. It's really that simple.
Yeah, word up.
I mean, and that's my thing. Like, yo, it's just a sexual, like, that's your sexual preference, right?
Right.
Why do I have to wear a badge to support your
sexual preference?
Like, no one supports my sexual preference. Like, yo, you a heterosexual, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I get it. Like, I understand. Like, it's because I guess they feel like they're marginalized and all that. But in reality, it's like you are a small percentage of people. You know what I'm saying? Compared to the earth, the world, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? We were just talking about like the drag stuff, right? Like they want to.
Just don't try to force my kids to believe that, because then I'm gonna have problems.
Actually, that's one of our topics is that NYC taxpayers paid for drags to come in schools. I think it was something like, was it 200,000 or something like that?
That's where you got that rainbow picture from?
Yo,
but
Rigz,
I was talking. I was.
season on you right now.
Yeah, you already know. I was talking to my wife, and I'm like, drags is not even like a big thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like a small percentage of. So why are we even teaching the kids that? Like, it's not even.
This is why.
Nah, man.
This is why the people who support it can't be critical of people who think there's an agenda, because it just doesn't make sense.
They're definitely trying to force it. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Like, for such a small percentage and such a big push, you can't criticize people that are weary and leery about what's going on. You know what I mean? So
right.
It is what it is. And again, choices. Parents don't like it, run up in there, make your presence felt.
Facts.
You don't, and if they don't feel you, take your kids out. Boom. You know what I'm saying? If the city, I live in New York City, it's super liberal over here. I mean, it gets crazy, I can pick up and leave, which I may end up doing. I don't have to stay here. It would suck, it would be hard, but these are options and choices we have. So I just say these things because I don't want us to get into the habit of feeling like we're forced to do anything. You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
You know what I mean? We could pick up and go. We could cross state lines. Ain't nobody at the border waiting for us.
Right.
Just pick up and go to a community that aligns with your values.
Man. That's good stuff right there, man.
Yeah. 100.
I'm feeling that. So here's another topic I got for y'all, man. Why Young Thug and Gunna, they recently got charged with a RICO case. And recently one of the prosecutors was using their lyrics as evidence of what was going on. So what's everybody's thoughts on that? Should the lyrics be used in the court of law?
They're not even spelling the lyrics right, man.
Nah.
They don't hit the same, man. You got that white prosecutor.
When they read it.
When he reads off those lyrics, it ain't hitting right, man. Yo, it just sounded worse.
But that's how it really is. Like, when you start to really read it and rap it out, you're like, what does he say right now?
Nah, man, I don't think they should use it, man. And because at the end of the day, you don't know what context they're using it in, or if they're talking about the past, the present. I mean, I know these rappers be acting like it's. I don't know. I don't think they should use it in court, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But then again, you got to be smart as a rapper. Like, if you out here really committing these crimes, yo, don't put it in your record, bro. Because you're telling on yourself. Because clearly they're using it.
That's what I was gonna say. Because if you have a line that you can be like, "Yo, I'm gonna kill such and such some way somehow," and you actually do it,
on yourself. Nah, absolutely, you shouldn't put it in the rhymes. I agree, but they be reaching to these prosecutors, yo. They be reaching like, "Oh, he said this and this. That must mean that he did this, and this."
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny for me. I'm undecided, to be honest, because on one side, like you said, some of these prosecutors or the people that's not really from like hip hop, they frame things in a way that when you from hip hop, you're like, that don't mean that.
Right. Taking that of context.
You know what I'm saying? So I understand that side of it, but then the other side is
rappers telling on themselves. If they really out here committing the crimes and putting it in the records.
Even if you're not, like, if you want to spit the poison, I'm not really mad at dudes going down. You know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully that should be
type of thing.
Just hopefully that should detract poisonous records from coming forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know. It's 50-50 because a lot of people exaggerate.
That's true too, though, man. I like your package. Like, you putting out the poison, this is what comes with it. Nah,
but you know what I mean? But a lot of people exaggerate. So it's like to use in a court of law for something that could be exaggeration.
Exactly.
Because then they could draw ties to a real situation, and you might have not been rapping about that at all.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's sticky. It's funny.
Yeah.
But then if I know you really speaking on something real, I don't want you to get off. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you hurt my loved one, and you rapping about,
you talking about smoking on that family member,
my
mom.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's It's just funny. For me, it's just great. It's too great for me to really have.
Wasn't that situation?
It's a weird situation. Yeah.
Wasn't that a situation like with 6ix9ine, right? He would always say, "Well, 6ix9ine is a character that I play. You know, I'm Daniel. I'm not, into that whole, shooting up or whatever. But either way, the judge was like, nah, like you was part of this. Like, oh yeah, you going to jail.
Yeah.
I mean, you say that in court though. Yeah, you're supposed to say that in court.
You're supposed to act innocent.
You're supposed to say that in court. I'm just rapping it.
Yeah.
Well, the game recently had an interview, and they had asked him about that as well, and he was like, "Does Sylvester Stallone or anybody get?"
Everybody says that.
If they get prosecuted, do they bring up their movies and stuff like that? It's just entertainment. It's lyrics. It's just entertainment.
But it ain't always just entertainment, though.
That's why sometimes, that's why for me, it's like if you really, I get where he's coming from, but at the end of the day, it's like, yo, bro, if you really out here putting in work, it's the same thing. Like this era that they're in, they want to put everything on camera. Like from where we were from, we try to stay away from the cameras. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't want our faces on cameras. We didn't want to be put in a position where if anything went down, we have our profile out there. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, these young kids put everything on the internet. So it's like the same kind of concept. If you put in word for word exactly what you did, whether it was a jukes or a murder or kidnapping or, whatever it is, you put in there word for word in the record, and then now the police doing their work and they put it 2 and 2 together and then they give it in your record. I can see why they're going to pull that out in court. But like, yo, he's clearly saying they here in the record, this is the evidence we have. It all matches. Like, I get that. But
right.
So that's why rappers got to be, these rappers got to be smart, man. Like, you for the clout, you putting your freedom on the line. So you put out that poison, like Rigz said, the snake going to bite you, man.
Listen, I in the record that's going to come out later, I addressed this, right? But to put it to rest, stop bringing up actors, okay? Because actors play a whole nother role in another movie. While you out here telling everybody this is real.
Exactly. Right.
So don't compare yourself to no actor when the actor's telling you I'm playing a role.
Right.
And I'm a gangster today and tomorrow I'm a baseball player. When you out here telling everybody it's real, and believe me, and it's real. So I hate that excuse. Like, it's an excuse.
Right.
And it's a weak one at that.
And nah, it's all facts. Because in hip hop, we're told you gotta be real about what you spend. And I'm with that. I'm not against that. Yeah, let's keep it. But for you rappers that are really not about that life and you just putting on a facade, when you put out these records, start saying that. Make it a skit or something. Like, yo, I'm just acting. This ain't real. I don't really do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, be real about the whole process. Because now, when things get real, you start folding. Now they calling you a rat and all of this stuff. Now you looking crazy.
Just stick to concept records.
Yeah,
at least we know,
real, bro. Be genuine.
You could be that in the concept record and be like, yo, it's a concept record. And then on the next one, I'm doing a whole different concept. You know what I mean? But when you out here selling the image like, yo, this is who I am for real, you can't use that actor excuse no more. Like, it's tired for that.
And I also say this, like me as a rapper, and I'm writing records. There's things in there, like one of my mans the other day was like, "Yo, don't tell on yourself." Like, it's certain things I be putting in the records, and I'm like, nah. Whatever I decide to put in the song, I'm prepared for whatever's gonna come with that. Whatever comes with that, I'm prepared for it because I already know going into it, I'm saying it. You know what I'm saying? So if a rapper says, "Yo, I'm ready to do this bit," I don't care. I said it. Then okay, I don't think it's the smartest thing, but whatever. But like, if I'm saying something in the record that has to do with like maybe something I'm dealing with as a man or something I'm dealing with as a Christian or whatever the case may be, and I'm saying it because I want to help somebody else out that may be going through the same thing, that's different than writing a whole storyline about me pulling the jokes, kidnapping somebody or robbing somebody or killing somebody. That's totally different. Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I'm ready to have those conversations that I talk about my music.
These dudes wild, yo. I'm be rapping about taking the trash out, yo.
Yo, if you loop it, you could do it and make it sound good.
Right, see? Exactly.
So with that being said, when YP talks about how he'd clap somebody for a family member.
I knew it. Yo, I was like, I said he's setting himself up.
I ain't setting myself up. Yo, for my sons, I'll kill somebody.
Let's go.
For my sons, for my wife, I will kill somebody.
I promise you, yo. I promise you. Play with somebody I love in front of me. I promise you. Like, yo, we could if it's a subtle disrespect, then we're gonna get it. We're gonna get busy. Like somebody disrespect my wife, I'm punching them in their face. Somebody disrespect my son, I'm punching them in their face. That's more than anything I love. Like, listen, man, I love the Lord, but I'm getting busy. You're not touching mine or disrespecting mine in front of me.
I'm gonna fast and pray.
Now listen. If somebody harms God forbid, somebody harm my child or my wife to the point where it's, you know, I don't even like uttering these words, but God forbid, you know what I mean? Somebody took somebody I love away from me. I promise you, I'm coming for them. On everything I love, yo. It ain't no cap. It ain't no cap. That's my babies. I love my kids way too much, but I will kill for my kids, yo.
Well, I was just trying to transition to Legion of Doom.
It's straight like that. And I put it in the bars.
Yeah,
I put it in the bars.
Hip Hop Police, please do not listen to this.
Listen, I don't care. I'll do a bid for my loved ones. I will go to jail and do that bid if somebody took my son's life.
I'm gonna fast.
I'll do that bid, yo. I promise you, yo. I will do that bid comfortably. Lord, forgive me. I know we're supposed to forgive, but I would do that bid comfortably if they took my son's life or they killed my queen, yo. That's facts.
Well, with that being said, that's it.
That's it.
But actually, I just wanted to transition to the whole y'all project that just came out June 10th.
Legion of Doom.
Legion of Doom is out. Yeah, so we talked about this. We talked about this.
You know, he meant what he said.
We talked about this on the interview because I was you guys. I had the pleasure of interviewing you guys. And we talked about, you know, some of the lyrics, some of the aggressive lyrics. But let's talk about this joint, man. Like, we got 7 tracks.
7 tracks.
Yeah,
7 tracks is out. Tell us a little bit more. I got my other co-hosts here now, so they can ask y'all some questions as well.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit more about Legion of Doom.
I got a couple of explicit tags on there.
We do?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Got the whole album. They labeled the album explicit.
That's what's up.
There's definitely some words in there.
Is that because of the N-word?
That's all me.
That and then
you're welcome.
Yeah.
Word up. That and you clapping people?
Yeah, word up. That's right. For the fam, I'm wilding out.
Say that bar. Go ahead.
That's right. For the fam, I'm wilding out. Period. Listen.
So yeah,
with the cannon, like, I mean, wilding out. Word up. That's a fact, man.
Oh boy. Someone entered.
I don't care. Listen, I already know they're gonna come for me. I don't care.
Look,
I know they're coming for me. I don't care.
Here goes Kyle.
Kyle says, "How do you define Doom?"
It's wrestling, dude.
Listen, we call it terror on the kingdom of darkness, man. Yeah, it's
that's not why I call it that.
It's the doomsday. I'm trying to just
cater it up. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that.
Oh, he's trying to spiritualize it.
Yeah. So for the kingdom of darkness.
We're calling this doom on the devil's playground.
Oh,
the devil's army.
So we got Legion of Doom. June 10th, it dropped. Yeah. How y'all feeling about the responses? How y'all feeling about?
A lot of good feedback. Yeah,
it's been crazy, man. A lot of good feedback. Everybody loving that joint.
Yeah, it's a dope record. It's a dope journey. A lot of people been like in my DMs that I didn't even know was listening. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that joint is.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So yeah, it's been good. It's been a dope response. It was definitely well worth
doing.
You know
I feel the same way.
What made y'all think and say, "Oh, I want to do this with YP," or "I want to do this record with Rigz"?
Well, you want me to touch on that?
Nobody wants to rap with me. No, I'm kidding.
Wow.
Yo, Rigz talking sweat, boy.
Yeah, we was supposed to do something for a long time. You know what I mean? It was just timing, really, and the timing was right at that point. You know, so it was always gonna happen. It was just a matter of when and how. You know what I mean? So, because this is like my boy for real. So we gotta do work. We gotta do work together. Even though we've collabed before.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Right.
We're gonna exclusively, you know what I mean, put in that work. You
gotta hit him with that fire though.
What?
You said you want me to touch on it?
Pause.
He said that?
Pause.
I'm like, I don't even talk like that. So
Pause. Now the reason why I said that, Ed crazy. yo. The reason why I said that is because it was originally my idea.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, Rigz, I think we should do a tape together. We in the studio a lot together. We respect each other's catalog, and I feel like it would sound dope. He got his own style. I got my own style, and I feel like you put that together, it's gonna be something like it just keeps you interested the whole way. You know what I mean? So, and I feel like my prediction was right. My prophecy.
I only do organic music. You know what I mean? So,
and I love how he creates, man. So I knew I was gonna pick his brain and just grow from this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was a dope process.
7 from Adam said, "Yeah, it's dope."
Yeah.
Shout out, bro. Shout out, Adam. Word up.
Yo, you gotta start doing reviews again, man. I keep telling you that. Slacking.
So 7 from Adam does what? Music reviews?
Yeah, he used to do reviews. I used to watch them. You know what I'm saying? And he just stopped doing them. Yeah, you gotta fast and pray more, man.
That's your MO.
I know, fast and pray.
That joint is tough, yo. That To Die Is Game, that's my joint, yo.
Yeah, that joint.
That killed that back and forth.
Yeah, the back and forth, yeah.
Word. Appreciate that, bro.
Synergy, good synergy.
Yeah.
That beat is so smooth. Like,
shout out to Mr. Rangers, man, on the beat, man.
You know what I'm saying? That beat is so smooth. That's
the one where y'all like,
that joint is fire.
You just throw that on at any time, like,
you
know what I mean? And just
like Rigz would say, it's an easy listen.
It's an easy listen.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what made it more dope when I heard it on the video that we did together, and he made it just made it like I really felt like I was there, like y'all was just writing in the moment, and I was like,
yo, listen, man, shout out to Lou ES Frames. We did a sit down about the whole process of the project, all 4 parts on YouTube. Shout out to Switch, and I mean, he FaceTimed us, interviewed us, got the whole breakdown of it. You go on YouTube right now, man. Parts 1 through 4 is up there, man. Come by with us.
Yeah.
All right, though. Hit him with the word of the day then.
Damn, what?
No, he's playing. He's over here like closing it off. Like,
I'm just, I gotta plug that in.
Is the game on tonight? Is that
right? Well, it is on.
What is it? Game 5, right? It's 2-2 right now.
Yeah, it's 2-2. But he don't watch basketball. Don't worry about it.
I got Boston at 6, man.
What the heck?
Like, even though, listen. Listen. I ain't gonna front. My prediction looking a little shaky because I had them winning game 4 in Boston. What game 4? Game 4 was in Boston, right?
Yeah.
It was. They lost one.
Boston and Steph went off on them. Yeah.
And Steph went off on them. I had Boston winning that game. I thought they were gonna win the next 2 in Boston. And man, they're making my prediction look shaky, man. But I'm sticking to it, man. 10 toes down, man. Boston is 6, man.
Boston.
It might go 7, but I got Boston winning.
I think it'll go 7.
I got Boston winning, though.
I don't think Boston
Are you saying Boston because of Tatum?
No, Tatum is nasty.
I'm rocking with Boston because the Warriors broke my heart many times. So I'm a LeBron fan. So
you still here?
They broke my heart many times in the finals, man. I
went
Fanny Pack. I'm a LeBron fan.
You a LeBron fan,
bro? Hey, I am a LeBron fan. LeBron's the best player ever, man. I don't care what any of y'all say.
Ever.
Wait.
He's about to pass Kareem in an all-time scoring list. He's top 5 in assists, rebounds. Come on, bro. We just gonna forget about those stats. He went to the finals 8 times in a row.
Yeah, of course. You would go to the finals 8 times in a row if you bounced around as much as him.
Nah, he took a trash Cleveland team. All right, look, one thing to keep it real about LeBron. Yo, he took the
one trash Cleveland team.
One trash
what do you mean?
Cleveland team.
Okay.
All the other teams they came over. Everybody came over to play with him.
So he played the Warriors without Kyrie and Kevin Love 1 year. Right?
Yeah,
right?
First year.
Wait.
So he went with a trash. So those 2 right there, come on, man. Like,
listen.
The only
YP.
What?
You saying ever? That means
LeBron
ever? Like you saying ever? Like over
Jordan?
Over
Jordan? Number 1, Jordan number 2.
Jordan?
He's definitely over Kobe. LeBron definitely over Kobe.
Over.
LeBron definitely
He's not
Kobe.
even over Kobe, yo.
Oh, y'all wilding, son. Listen, I respect Kobe, man. The Black Mamba. I respect him. He got 5 rings.
Listen,
how many?
I love LeBron. Got 4. He about to get 5. Right, he might get 6. He might get 6.
What?
He on 4 already. He on 4 already.
He's done.
I say you might get 6.
How many times
Listen,
you been to the finals?
if AD stop getting hurt, I promise you, if AD stop getting hurt, Russell Westbrook is a wrench in the whole thing. Like,
what's LeBron's final percentage win?
He's 4-6. 4-6.
Listen to what you're saying. You saying if AD
4 wins, 6 losses. No,
is healthy.
Yeah, 4 wins, 6 losses.
YP, listen to what you're saying. If
Jordan?
AD is healthy, that's what you're saying.
Jordan 6-0, but guess what? Scotty took the Bulls to the finals without Jordan. So that's to show you how good Scotty was. Scotty went to the finals with the Bulls. Scotty went to the finals with the Bulls without Jordan.
They ain't going to no finals. They went to the playoffs.
Eastern Conference Finals. My bad. Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, that's it.
What you mean? LeBron's team, every team he left, they went to shambles. None of them ever went even to the playoffs. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100.
He said that.
Bro, every team, when LeBron left Miami, they went back to being trash. When he left Cleveland, they went back to being trash. If he left the Lakers, they'll go back to being trash. Come on, man. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. Are we going to keep it 100?
Lakers this year?
We got to go back to Legion of Doom because this is going sideways.
Yo, listen, I'm going hard for LeBron, man.
He's wilding right now.
Yeah,
all right, so your reasoning is because you're a LeBron fan, so
that's the only reason why he want Boston to win.
That's the only reason why I want Boston to win.
He don't even count, yo.
That's called hate.
That's called hate.
It's called hate.
Hate never prospers.
Yo, I like Tatum though. I like Tatum and Brown. Real talk, I do like him. I like Tatum, and I like Marcus Smart. He a rough rider.
Tatum is nice.
I like Marcus Smart. If I go to war, I want guys like Marcus Smart with me, and Jaylen Brown, and Jason Tatum.
You don't want Draymond Green?
Oh man, Draymond fake tough to me, man. I ain't
GSW all the way.
Oh, Riggs,
I like Steph. I like
GSW in 6?
In 2,
Gunshot wounds. Yeah, they about to wrap this up, yo. They wrap it up.
Listen,
is this because of Curry? Is this because of Curry, or y'all always like Golden State?
Nah, I got 3 teams that I like, and my other 2 teams got knocked out. Brooklyn, Lakers, and GSW. So
you like the Lakers and you're not rocking with me right there? Wow. That's crazy.
LeBron is a visitor.
Kobe fans, bro.
LeBron is a visitor. LeBron's a
visitor. Hey, yo, he won a chip for y'all. That's crazy.
He's a visitor.
The disrespect for LeBron.
We didn't need that chip.
How we gonna hate on? You know what, man? They hated on Jesus.
That chip don't count.
I get it. They hated on Jesus,
on the believer. There's only one believer.
Jay, I thought you was bad, Jay.
I like listen.
Jay, you rocking with me, man. LeBron, that dude, man.
I rock with LeBron, but I ain't rocking with Celtics.
I ain't rocking with the Celtics. I'm like, Jay, whatever, Jay. Whatever, man.
He's going with Curry. Everybody goes with Curry because he's a Christian. Everybody's like, oh, because he's a Christian, I'm going for Curry.
That's a fact, bro. Yo, my wife loves Golden State. She loves She's a Knicks fan and a Golden State fan, man.
Yo, they say
I go through it at home.
That's a good.
They say Curry shooting 50% from the field. That's more than Tatum, Brown, and Smart combined on the regular, like from the 3
regular season. Jeez.
No,
yeah, but they still tied though.
That's more than them on the field. Yeah, that's because Curry doing it by himself.
Curry got to go above and beyond, or even win the series.
But it's tied, right?
So when he does bad, it's like, even though he hasn't done bad, you know what I mean? He's been cruising.
He hasn't. Everybody else got to pull their weight.
Is Clay playing?
He playing, but he ain't killing.
Yo, listen, I think Steph had his best game, which was the last game, and that's it. Because Steph really don't do that in the finals, man. You don't really see that too much.
Don't worry, he'll close them out for you.
All right, let's see. Hey, you know what?
He's like, yo, let's put up a wager. Let's put up a friendly wager.
Close them out. It's all right.
Oh, man.
Yo, YP, how many friendly wagers you got out there right now?
I definitely got one in the air right now. I definitely got one in the air.
Betting all over, yo.
Oh man.
Better get yo.
No man against the grid. What am I? What the heck?
So back to,
I don't know.
back to Legion of Doom.
Legion
I was gonna
of
say
the
Legion
Doom.
of Doom. Legion of Doom. Y'all said that the responses were great.
Yeah.
Are y'all gonna be performing together? Like we gonna see y'all perform? Y'all gonna see y'all do a concert? What are we
Hopefully.
doing?
Let's see.
Word.
But, yo, they got the bag. I'm ready to go.
Oh, they gotta send y'all the bag.
Absolutely.
Man, I haven't performed in so long. I hate performing. I'm sorry.
Really?
You don't got
It's terrible. It's terrible to be a rapper and hate performing. But I like creating. I don't like performing.
What about videos?
I want to do videos.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
That's like essential. I mean, shows are essential too. You know what I mean? But yeah, you got to get the visuals.
What makes you hate? What makes you hate performing?
I just don't like attention. And when you perform it, everybody's focused on you. I mean, that's why I like producing and mixing and mastering, because I'm in the background. But you can still see people appreciate your work. Cause I love the appreciation, but I just don't like the attention. Everybody just and it's like I be feeling like God, like he's like, I'm gonna give you this skill set because you're not gonna get crazy because you don't even like the attention. Most people are like crazy.
Yeah, I'm not.
You know what I mean?
I have my I love performing, then I don't. It's like I don't know. There's sometimes I like the process. I like rehearsing and getting ready for it. I like being with the bros, and I like being with the people, praying with them, talking to them. Here, I love all of that. Like I love what comes with that. You know what I'm saying? But like Rick said, being on stage and all the focus is on you. I get
it's just necessary. You know what I mean? It's just necessary. So I do it. I perform. You know what I mean? Several times. But if it was up to me, I'd be in the audience somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And like if I produced it and someone else is performing it, and I'm seeing everybody going crazy, I'll be sitting in the back feeling good. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? And I'm good with that. You know what I mean? I don't like all the tension, all the focus.
My favorite part about performing is not even the actual performance. It's about like the people and hearing the stories afterwards. Like, yo, God used you to touch my heart while you was on stage, or your music did this to me.
See, I'm good
stuff
with,
like that.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
I love that. Yo,
I'm good with the
man,
conversation.
that right there is.
I'm definitely more personable,
man, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? But
I like kicking it with the people. Like, word.
Put it like this: I feel more comfortable performing if it's actually like a real show, like choreographed and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a real performance.
The mic is right. The speakers is right. Yeah.
Just doing this in front of a bunch of people, something in my brain just doesn't want to do that. You know what I mean? Like, but if it's like we got a whole like theme, and we got things planned out, you know what I mean, with the DJ and other people coming in and out, and it's like a movie. You know what I mean? That's just like my artistic mind. It's an experience. Like I would want to give an experience, but I don't want to just, you know what I mean, just
go on stage and rap.
Yeah. I'm not really that interested. I'm not really that interested in that.
Which we don't really see too much of that, right? Like that whole movie aspect in our genre, right?
One, it takes money. It takes not being lazy. It takes
a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. It takes getting people to be on the same page, because chances are you're not going to be doing it by yourself.
Right.
I've done it before, and it was an awesome experience. Probably one of my favorite performances, honestly. It's really like creating a film or a play,
right?
Music, you know what I'm saying, or a musical, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? You could really be more intentional about what you're bringing forward, especially as artists with a message. Intentional on bringing that message forward the way you envisioned it. I'm more interested in that personally. You know what I mean? So if I could do something like that, I would probably perform a lot more. Rather than look at me.
Right.
right. I feel you 100%.
Yo, YP, when you drop a project, is it always exciting? Is it nerve-wracking? Is it both? Right? How is it like when you know that the project's gonna come out, it's done?
Yeah.
Are you like, dag, I don't know, or are you on some, yo, I can't wait till this drops, I can't wait for people to hear this, or is it a mixture of both?
Yo, you know, I used to be way more excited than I am now about releases and videos and all of that stuff. I feel like I've done so much projects. You know, I've done it so much for so many years that it's just like, all right, yeah, I got a release tomorrow. It's coming out. I know people are gonna enjoy it. I hope people enjoy it. You know, I know there's gonna be people who hate on it. I already know what comes with it because I put out so much bodies of work. I know there's gonna be people that's gonna kill it. There's gonna be people who love it. People who, you know what I mean, hate it, and I'm ready for it all at this point.
That's vet talk right there.
Yeah,
only dudes that wear glasses indoors say that.
Yo, listen, it's summer in New York. It's almost summer in New York, man. It's the vibe. Can I give them the vibe? If they watch it from Australia, so I gotta give them the New York
From
vibe.
Australia.
Right? You know what I'm saying? It's hot in New York right now.
Yo, are they even up in Australia right now?
No, they might not be. It's the next day. It's next. If they watch it from Japan, Tokyo, it's the New York vibes right now, man. You come to New York, man. You see the shades out, you see the Yankee hats, you see the fanny packs. Man.
So is it kind of
from the Puerto Ricans?
So when you're releasing, it's kind of like, all right, I'm putting it out. It is what it is. On to the next one.
Yeah, man. I just love the art. I love doing this, so I do it because I love it. And I know my core, supporters, people who rock with me, my fams. I don't even call them fans. My fams, my family are going to hear it and rock with it. You know what I'm saying? They know what I'm bringing. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. You know what I mean? Like, push it. Well, my bad, Ant. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say this joint is dope. Like, if y'all can get a couple of videos in and really push it, I think this joint is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not to move on so fast. I know y'all got projects y'all working on.
Yeah.
But to like actually sit there and promote it and push the vids and all, I think it's gonna be dope because it's dope in itself. You know what I'm saying? Because if you move on to the next, people got short attention spans these days, man. And you know what I'm saying? You got put it out there because it's fire. I mean, now outside of CHA, just hip hop in general is fire. So you know what I'm saying? People got to hit.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, which records would y'all want to hear videos for? My bad, Rigz.
Nah, I want to hear that. The joint we talking about the
We Walk We Fly.
Game.
Oh, To Die's Game. My bad. To Die's Game.
I mean,
mine a second round knockout.
Second round knockout.
Yeah, we gotta do that for sure. We was actually trying to set that up, man. I just
for what?
For a second round knockout. We was trying to. We actually we was planning it, but things just kind of fell apart, scheduling and all that. But we're gonna get it together.
Put Berlanga in the video.
Only if you go 2 rounds with him.
He gonna watch me.
We got the cameras on.
And then he gonna hit his podcast. And he gonna watch me even worse.
Let's do it.
Yo, Rigz, are you like analytical when your lyrics, like once it's produced and done, are you like replaying it and like, dag, should I have said that? Maybe I should have said this differently. Or is it just like kind of similar to YP where it's like, yo, it is what it is at this point and we're gonna keep it pushing.
See, everybody knows me as a critic.
Right.
And I'm critical on myself too. So I've definitely vetted the music before y'all got to hear it. So by the time it dropped, it passed through my final filter where it is what it is at that point. You know what I'm saying? Before that, I'm definitely doing that. Before that, I'm like, nah, I could have did this better. Nah. Especially as an engineer, it's like every engineer knows you got like 11 mixes per song. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you pick the best one. So, but yeah, once it's ready to go, for me, I'm just excited at that point to see the responses, to see what people say, because I'm happy with it. I love it. And more than that, it's like building catalog. Like, he got so much of a catalog. He's not as excited right now, but 10, 20 years from now, when his kids is older, he can go back and sit there and vibe with them and say, yo, look what dad did. And you got,
I think about that too.
You know what I'm saying? You got like 10 projects that you could just sit down and vibe and go and say, and really just sit there and be like, yo, I did that.
Yeah.
Because you completed it. You know what I mean? You know how many people?
You completed it.
You know how many people got music or art or books that they just don't finish and they're sitting in their computer or on their shelf somewhere, you know, but to actually complete something and put it out for the world to consume and then for people to give you feedback and actually like the idea you had in your head, that's, you know what I mean, something that really means something. And when you got catalog, that's why
being consistent.
right. Yeah. You know what I mean? You could go back and sit down and vibe. So I do like I don't like to listen to my own music, but I do have moments when I do listen, I listen to like everything. Because I just listen to my journey, like where I was at this point and at this point and at this point. Because again, I rap from a place of where I'm at. So I'm talking back to me like, yeah, I did feel that way at that time. Yeah, I was thinking that, oh yeah, that was happening. You know, or even when I'm just being creative, when it has nothing to do with my real life per se, it's like, yeah, I remember that space I was in when I wanted to put that together, you know. So that's the enjoyment for me. It's like watching the favorite series over and over again. Like, yo, I've seen Star Wars a million times, but this week is Star Wars week. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yo, I was gonna say, man, just real quick, like, I just want to give my bro his flowers. Like watching Rigz create. Even I was sitting in on some sessions with Royal Order, and just the process of that, even like with the features and like the stuff that you did. We even know that one record. You know what I mean? Like a lot of that stuff was encouraging me. I put out so much work, but still, I'm like a student still of this thing. You know what I mean? I'm watching. I'm like, man, I respect the genius behind what he does, the formula. You know what I mean? For sure. You know what I mean? And I definitely took some of that with me. You know what I mean? Like, where I like that. I mean, so yeah. And Rick said something that was on point too, just from a catalog perspective. You know, I'm always preaching to my sons, like, yo, if you good at something, or you feel like you have a talent that God gave you, you got to work at it. You got to put in the work. You know, if you say you're gonna finish something, finish it. This and the third. Like, I'm preaching that to them, and I feel like my catalog and my music is like fruit of that. Like, I can sit with my son and say, look, even if I don't become a millionaire off of this, I can say, look, at the end of the day, I loved this. I believed in it. I believe that God gave me a talent to do this, and this is the fruit of my labor. Look at all this work. And, you know, I've had people hit me up from all over the world, you know, and I'm sure a lot of artists could express the same thing, you know, people from all over the world. You know, I joked around and I mentioned Australia, but I've had people from Australia hit me up and say, yo, you know, you're my favorite rapper. You know what I'm saying? I've had people from, you know, Africa, you know, Japan, Mexico, you know, all over the world tell me that I'm the, you know, favorite artist and all of that. So it's like, wow, the work that you put in.
And think about it.
You don't even know who's listening.
Think about how whatever they connected with could have just been sitting in your computer.
Fact, and that, boom. Like, if I didn't let it see the light of day, that person would not have been blessed by that record. And so, you know, that's why I feel like, man, just
so for everybody listening, if there's something you've been working on, finish it. If it's a book, podcast, whatever idea you have, you know what I mean, just finish it and get it out there, because somebody's always watching, somebody's always listening, somebody will connect to it.
Word.
You know what I mean? Like I'm literally living off of music since I left my job. And I always think about if I didn't build this studio,
amazing.
What, you know what I'm saying? Like every time I get a donation or a sale, or when I go and look at my distributor and I got a couple dollars in there, even if it could be $5, that's $5 I could have just not had if I just didn't do something. You know, just do something. You know what I mean? You don't gotta live off it. You don't gotta. I'm barely living off it. Barely. You know what I mean?
Right.
I have a second income in the house. That's why, you know what I mean? So I'm okay. But again, if you could get a Happy Meal with it, that's a Happy Meal you could have just not got if you just didn't do anything. There's people you meet along the way that connect with your art that you would have never met if you just didn't put it out.
Perspective.
You know,
For sure.
Yo, and not for nothing, man. Some of them distro checks came in just on time when the light bill needed to be paid or something.
Yeah.
I need some gas, you know what I mean? Some food.
Well, let's talk about I want to touch on that, YP, because I noticed that I think I checked, it was like, what you got, like you got a couple listeners, like a couple thousand listeners, right? That listen to you. What was that process like to build up that base, right? Was it consistently dropping music, putting out content? What advice would you give any artist that's in the space? What was that like?
Yo, I feel like consistency is key, man. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, like for example, some of the people who are tapped in right now, I don't know if they listen to these people, but before I was put on to guys like Benny the Butcher and Griselda and 38 Special and Flea Lord and Ransom, before I was put on to them, I was always like an artist that just kept putting out a lot of music. But when I tapped into these guys and I saw that was their formula and that's how they was building their fan base, like Griselda, how much music they put out? That's how, like, a lot. They flooded like the net with music. You know what I'm saying? That's how they stood out more than everyone else because their name just kept popping up in the blogs. Their name kept popping up on people's feeds. You know, because they kept putting out new material. So I feel like if you're an artist that's starting or you're trying to build some type of platform or some type of fan base, you got to continue to put out the art because you're constantly showing up on these blogs. You're constantly showing up on the timeline. DJs are shouting you out later. You heard this new joint from this person and from YP. And it's like, yo, I keep hearing this dude's name. Yo, eventually they're going to tap into one of those projects. And then if they like what they heard, like me, when I got first put on to 38 Special or Benny the Butcher or Griselda, I started digging into their catalog because I wanted to hear more. And sometimes you get that type of fan that's like, oh, I'm fully invested. I just heard this Legion of Doom project. Never heard this dude before, but now I'm gonna go into Saints at the Round Table. Now I'm gonna go into After the Smoke Clears. Now I'm gonna go into Guillotines on the East. Now I'm gonna go, you know what I'm saying? Beautiful Chaos. And I feel like that's what's been working for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But with other artists, the mystique works for them. Like I feel like that the mystique works for Rigz. Like shout out to my man Micah Wright. The mystique works for him. Like the way they formulate projects, they put so much thought and effort into it that when it drops, it's something really special. It's so much, it's so heavy that it drops like a huge wave. You know what I'm saying? People have no choice but to turn and be like, yo, what's going on over there? Like, what's that? I gotta listen to that. So I feel like you gotta know who you are as an artist, man. You know what I mean? I know my niche, I know what my people want to hear, which is why it's like I'm always pumping it out. You know what I'm saying? So I already know what they want to hear. So I stick to that formula.
What are we gonna stick to just Christian artists? What Christian artists would y'all like to collab with in the near future or in the future?
I just want to say this real quick before Rigz answers. My bad that I keep mentioning it. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm inspired by also like Bizzle and them, God Over Money, even like Andy and them, Lecrae and them. Like, well, I'm not like fanboys of them, but I do respect their vibe. I respect their, you know, some of their marketing. You know, I do respect like the fact that they got like a core fan base and they cater to them. Like I like that. As an artist and person who grinds and works, I noticed that and I respect it. So shout out to them too. I don't want to just put light on these other artists. You know, shout out to those guys too who'll be putting in work, you know, for the Lord and all that.
Yeah.
For me, I'm blessed to say I have or am about to already collaborate with a couple people.
Okay.
Some I have before, some I haven't. There's probably like one or two out there that like that kid Bats, he's dope to me.
Bats?
He's dope.
He is dope.
I've never done nothing with Q Flow, but he's dope. I've been like kind of looking from the background, checking him out.
He's dope too.
We got Q Flow next week actually. So
okay.
Shameless plug.
Yeah, shout to him. Yeah, he's nice.
Shout out to Philly.
Yeah, there's a couple people out there. I got something cooking with a few people I don't want to throw out there just yet. I kind of want it to be a surprise. That's about it. I mean, I'm kind of tapped in with everybody that I'm really like interested in
and doing work with. Yeah,
you know what I mean. That's about it.
All right. YP, did you name your list, or were you just giving a shout out?
No. I'm trying. You know what it is, man. I don't want to come off like a hater. You know, I kind of put those records out, and people look at me a certain way and stuff like that. I never want to come off like a hater, man. I respect dudes who get busy with their pen. Listen, man. As much as slack, you know, I know I put those records out on, you know, with Indie Tribe and all that, but keep it real. I think no big deal is the dope artist. I think John Keefe, they have talent. You know what I'm saying? That's why I wanted to get in the ring with them and get busy. But I respect them. You know what I'm saying? But as far as artists I would want to do music with, I feel like, man, God has blessed me with brothers that I've wanted to do music with. I've done it. Like, you know, shout out to Jared Sanders, shout out to Dayton, shout out to C4, R. Swift, Eshawn Burgundy. People don't know I got a record with Eshawn Burgundy. This was back in the days. You know what I'm saying? I've done records with almost everybody. I've done stuff with guys from Cross Movement. Shout out to Cruz Cordero. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man Zeta Blacksmith. You know what I mean? Like I've done records with guys that I respect their pen. And yeah, man, they've been willing to work with me too. So it's been dope, man.
Nice.
Forgive me if I forgot anybody. K Drama, I've done records with him.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying?
The legend.
Yeah. I've done records with some new guys and some vets in this thing, man. So I've been blessed. Yeah.
Eric Boston says, "Guess I need to hop in the group chat and let Bats and Q Flow know what's up." Oh, they're gonna try to set that up. Set up that song. Amen says Bats is nice, Q Flow, and William Cater.
Yeah, shout out to Sayla. I ain't meant to Sayla. I always wanted to do music with him, and me and him got a bunch of records out together. Shout out to the bro.
Yeah, Will's my guy. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got things coming with a few people. So
yeah, they dope too, man. All these guys that are being mentioned are dope, man. Like, listen, there's no hate in my blood, man. I know that with rappers, man, there's this ego thing going. Even in Christian hip hop, let's keep it 100. But you know, we're gonna give dudes their flowers. Huh?
Do I have ego?
No, well, Rigz is shouting out what he's doing to show you he don't.
I'm really asking. I'm like, maybe I do. I don't know.
Do you feel like when you get on records with certain dudes, like you gotta go in? Like it's
I feel like I kill everybody.
So there it is.
But
there it is.
There it is.
Kill them all.
But I don't look at other rappers as less though. Like,
okay,
for me, I do it as it's like boxing for me. It's like, yeah, we're gonna fight, but it's not because I really want to hurt you. I just love the sport. You know what I mean? And I want to encourage you to go harder.
Friendly,
you know what I'm saying? Like I like Sayla would be the first person to tell you that I always encourage people to kill me on records because I care about the song more than I care about me shining on the record. You know what I mean? Because the experience of the listener is what matters most to me. So if I know I'm going to a certain place, like on my albums, right? I always pick features based on what I hear, and I always set it up where they do better than me or sound better than me. You know what I mean? Because they bring something that I don't do or can't do. And I so look forward to that. I kind of make it in a way where it's like, yo, YP, get on this. He's going to do what he does on this. You know what I'm saying? I put Sayla on this. He's going to do what he does on this. And I don't really try to outdo when it comes to like albums. But if we just like spitting, you know what I mean, mixtape joint or a feature or something, then yeah, I'm coming for everybody's head. But again, that's just sportsmanship in me. It's not because I look at anybody as less.
Listen, y'all, Rick sent me a record. He's rapping for 2.5 minutes. Completely spazzing. He wants me to come after it. I'm like, Rick, just take this first. Like, I'm trying to give you. If not, then just I'm not gonna make it. Like, that's it. Like, I'm not gonna come out. Yo, this dude is completely spazzing, fellas. 2.5 minutes. He went, yo, now come after this and go in. I'm like, bruh, like,
oh, that's a record that ain't get put out.
It ain't out yet, man. He just devoured the whole thing, yo. I mean,
that's gonna be on
I'm not. I already said enough. I mean,
that's gonna be on Legion of Doom 2.
Nah.
If we do another tape, we're not gonna call it Legion of Doom.
Nah, we already know what we're calling it.
Yeah, we already got the name.
It's already set
up. Yo, and
man.
shout out to Steph, Stefanato. I did a record with him too. I don't want to leave nobody out, cause yo, when I be listening to other dudes and I'm like, yo, why you ain't mentioning me, son? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna mention my bros. I'm gonna mention the bros that I've.
Yo, there's been a few times I done got text on the podcast.
About YP, bro. It's when like, no doubt.
When we be like, yeah, yo, this cat is dope. This cat is dope. I
gotta lead by example.
YP be like, yo, yeah, it was a good episode, but yo, why y'all ain't mention me?
Y'all ain't mention me already. Yo, they was talking about the spinners. Let's talk about that. Y'all talking about the spinners on the East Coast. You gonna forget me and Rigz?
Listen,
what's up with that?
I featured That's Not Christian on the roll of the album, man. I wasn't even on their list.
Word! How y'all forget YP and Rigz?
But I was good with it. I thought Jimmy mentioned Rigz.
But I was good with it. I was fine. See, I guess that's why
YP.
That's why I feel like I don't have an ego, because I'm not hurt by that. Because guess what? As much of a critic as I am, I would be hypocritical to get mad at other people's opinion, because you could be my boy and I would just say you're trash. You're my boy, but you're trash. Or that album is garbage. Or I don't got no qualms. So if I'm not on people's list, I'm not hurt by that. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm definitely
more.
going at it.
I'm
I
a
used to get
fan.
affected by it.
I'm a fan.
I'm like, whatever.
I'm a fan more than a participant in most things. So once I'm done doing what I do, I sit back as a fan. You know what I mean? So I don't feel like I got to be in every conversation. On top of the fact, I'm comfortable and confident in what I do. Because nobody's going to question my pen.
That's important.
I know for sure nobody's going to question my pen or outside of my pen, just my artistic ability. Because even when I'm in my producer bag, I'm not a rapper that makes beats. I'm a producer for real. You know what I mean? So I'm confident in what I do. So I'm not really, no one has to put me anywhere. Like, because nobody's going to be forced their way onto my list.
So, yo, you know why? Rick, that's real, yo. You know what it is with me, fellas? I look at it from a different angle. I'm like, yo, I want to help each other eat. Like, I want us to help each other build an organic, like, following. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like by mentioning each other, we're putting each other on to people who may have never heard of us before. So when I see somebody I rock with on there not shouting me out, I'm like, yo, I no doubt. Like, if it was me, I would shout you out because it's not even. I just want to see you eat, bro. I want your streams to go up. I want more people to get put onto you. I believe that you're great, and I feel like they should know you're great.
Charge it to the mind, not the heart, bro.
Nah, word. And that's why I said that what Rick said is it's a more peaceful way of dealing with these things because you won't stress yourself out over these things. But that's been one of my biggest things. It's not even about I want to be famous. It's all about like if it's a dude who I don't rock with, he don't mention me, I don't care. That don't hurt me. But like, let's say Rigz got on here and they were like, yo, Rigz, who do you think is dope? And he mentions everybody but me. I'm like, yo, we be having conversations. You telling me I'm dope. But here you go. You have a moment to shout me out and you don't. It's like, what's going on? You only want to show me love behind the scenes? Like, let's help each other eat. Let's help each other eat. Let's help each other grow. Let's help each other. Let's put our supporters onto each other. Like, I mentioned Griselda and these dudes, right? Just to rewind back to them. Like, they have a little
community. Yeah.
Benny the Butcher, Ransom, 38 Specs, RJ Payne. You know how I heard of these dudes? Because them dudes are shouting each other out, putting each other on each other's records. There's no hate, no ego. They're showing each other love. So what happens? It becomes like that whole group of dudes, and they're not even in the same camp, start getting all these streams. They start getting booked for shows because the fan base is invested. Like, I look at you guys like yo, y'all the new thing. You know what I mean? Like, all of you guys. So when I get on here and I shout brothers out, it's not for the fame. It's really like I want to see my brothers eat. Like, this is who I work with. This is who I believe in. When I see this person and I talk to them, I tell them, yo, I think you dope. When the camera's on me, I'm gonna say the same thing. I'm gonna still give you flowers. I'm not gonna be one of them cordy dudes that be like, yo, you mad dope, yo, I respect you, keep grinding, da, da, da. And then when I get on here, I act like I don't even know you. Like, that's so weird to me, bro.
No, that's weird to me. That's super merit. I guess for me, it's a little bit different for me. I just don't, because I know real people in the industry for real, like artists that people revere. They don't mention my name when, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they're a platform that people would kill to be at. Right. And people wouldn't even know I know these people personally. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, or even let's just say in CHH, a lot of our CHH friends are like at the top, at least top 3 levels, you know what I mean, in this thing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And people we got personal relationships with, and they're not thinking about Rigz when they go do whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I personally don't feel no way about that. Me, you know what I'm saying? And I guess it's just what you have to do.
I mean, I think that's a more peaceful way of doing
YP gotta get some stuff from Rigz.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe I need to take on that, man.
No, he's not wrong.
I'm messing around.
It seems more peaceful.
No, but he's
more calm. You know,
he's not wrong in what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? It's just different outlooks. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's right in what he's saying. You know what I mean? But I also, being that my mind isn't there when those things happen, it doesn't bring offense to me.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Can I say? I just want to say this. I feel like I'm coming to that place, though. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like, let's say a brother of mine that I'm really close with doesn't mention me. It won't affect me like it would back in like a couple, maybe a year or two ago. Honestly, I promise you. But that's not gonna stop me from doing what I feel is right. I'm still gonna get on here, shout brothers out, give them their flowers. If they don't do that, then that's on them. This is the cloth that I'm cut from. But as far as what Rigz is saying, how I'm gonna receive it if they don't mention me, that's the mindset I'm taking on, because you're gonna drive yourself crazy for every time somebody don't mention your name. You know what I'm saying?
You know what it is for me.
So that's why I respect it.
You know what it is for me sometimes? Sometimes is when you have people at arm's length, you kind of already like like let's say somebody says, yeah, you know, name your top artist, right, or whatever, and then you start naming them, but you start naming people that you don't have arm length with. You kind of try to name people that you know you're trying to let people know, like, yeah, I'm cool, like I don't got no issues with them, and yeah, I feel like their music is dope. You know what I'm saying? And then you kind of forget that. Oh, my people
right
too,
next
like
to you.
you know what I mean? Because it's like automatic, like this is my man. Yeah, he's nice, like. And so I that's how I feel like sometimes my perspective is like I might mention people that are kind of like far away from me, aren't part of my circle. And that's just because I'm looking from a distance rather than just being like, yo, yeah, my man. You know what I'm saying? That's just me though. But that's
Look,
how it is.
I'll give you one scenario. I'm not gonna mention no names. I'm just gonna say it like this, just an example because we're talking about it. I had a bro who I'm close with. I love him dearly. That's why I'm not gonna say his name because I don't hate him for it. It is what it is. But this is just an example of what I'm talking about. This bro shouted out like there was a question about like you know, rappers who do the type of music that we do. And this is a close friend of mine. And he mentioned a bunch of dudes that are pretty well known, you know what I'm saying? And didn't mention me. And then somebody tweeted him back. It was like, yo, what about YP? And, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of laughed at that. I'm like, yo, that's funny. And
that sound like you.
And listen, and you know what? I'm a real one because I spoke to the bro about that behind the scenes. And I was like, yo, that's kind of like, but moments like that helped me grow because I'm like, the bro was like, yo, just from a business perspective, I knew I was going to get more, you know, retweets and likes because of the names I mentioned because they have a bigger platform. And, you know, that's not something I would do. And I told them that. I'm like, yo, but keep it real. That's not how I roll. I'm just cut a little different. Like, I'm still going to shout my dudes out, like my dogs that I started this thing with. You know what I mean?
You're not wrong for that.
And even and not because they my man, because I really believe they nice. Like, yo, I did a whole tape with the commissioner, like, I love the type of love he's getting right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm the biggest name, but I make some type of noise in this thing. You know what I mean? And the commissioner getting some love off the project we did. And look, I rock with him. He don't got like 100,000 followers and nothing like that. But I know he's talented. I know he's gifted. And I wanna see him win. I want to see him eat. So whatever little platform I got that I could share with him, because that's my man. Like for real. I don't just say that. Like I'm gonna show you with my actions. You feel me? Like, I want to see you eat too. I want to see you win. I know you love the Lord. I know you gifted. Let's get it popping. So with that specific brother, I was like, yo, I don't know. I would just do things different. But, yo, that's how you move. And that's still my brother to this day. It is what it is. But I grew from that situation. I didn't like it, but I had to grow and say, like Rick said, you know what? It is what it is. I'm not going to lose sleep over that.
It's a matter of just understanding intentions.
He has his perspective. I still love him. That's my dog.
Once you understand intentions, we can get past everything else.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because your way of doing something or seeing something is not going to be mine. But is your intent in the wrong or funny place? Then we can address that. Right. You know what I'm saying? So
the way he was looking at it, I may not look at it, but I'm not going to judge him and be like, oh, you're wrong. Like, it is what it is. Like, you may have a perspective that I don't see yet. This is how I do things. And that's still my bro. I love him. And it is what it is. But that's just a scenario.
I'm just that way because if I jump out the window on you, it's probably deserved. You know what I'm saying? Because I try to make sure it is what it is before I jump out the window. I don't really like to, you know, jump out and be like, oh, my bad, start climbing back up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I just try to understand this perspective. So I always try to look at intent. True. And I ask you about your intentions. And if you could communicate your intent to me, I don't really care what you did or said. Once your intentions were in the right place, then I'm good with it. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody does things differently. Word up. Ask me about my intentions before you assume I slighted you or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's right.
Let's go.
Good stuff. Good stuff, fellas. So where can people find? Where can people find get your project, get the tape? Let them know.
Everywhere except the Bronx.
But yeah, man. Yo, all digital platforms except on Grand Concourse, except the South Bronx, especially the South Bronx.
If they got it on Fordham Road, they lining you up. Don't go.
They lining you up, bro.
Don't go.
Don't go over there with new sneakers. You know what I mean?
It's all platforms. Platforms. Everywhere you can stream music, that's where it's at.
Yeah, all DSPs, man. Amazon, Google, iTunes,
LimeWire,
all of that.
You know what I'm saying, people have been asking.
YouTube.
A lot of people be asking for physicals lately, which is like a weird like thing going on. At least
That's coming back.
Yeah.
Yo, Masterpiece, Royal Order, Event Sessions, Legion of Doom. People's been asking for physicals. I'm like, is that like a thing again?
Yeah.
Yo, listen, man. After y'all listen,
Right.
after y'all listen to that Legion of Doom, man, tap into that Royal Order, man. Masterpiece, man, by my guy Rigz, man. Those are
But Rigz, do you
classic
think
bodies
that?
of work, man.
Do you think it's because you've already kind of programmed that, like, you know what I mean? Because you normally you would release like on a platform where people could buy and then they could stream later on, right? So maybe they're like, "Yo, I want the CD now."
Yeah, I mean, if the demand gets to a
they
certain
look at it like
point,
a souvenir too. Even if they don't open it, they just want it as like a souvenir.
I totally get that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just got to make sense financially to go and press up. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be looking like the dude pulling up with the CDs. They like, oh, what does he do?
Like if you have like a big enough, like I know Andy and them do that because my man Delger, shout out to my man Delger, he manages Andy and I know Delger personally and he tells me about all the marketing stuff. He tries to put me on, but I'm like, Delger, I'm not Andy.
I would love to do vinyl and tapes if I could. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I could. I would love to do that. You know what I mean? But
you do vinyl.
I mean, yeah. I would love to do that. You know what I'm saying? I just, you know what I mean? Gotta get more
vinyls.
Gotta get more
production. On the underground scene, that's popping. Vinyls.
Get more of these production slots so I can afford it.
Yes, sir. So with that being said, we got the scripture today is Proverbs 12:9. It says, "It's better to be lowly and have a servant than to play the great man and lack bread." No capping. That's a no cap verse.
Yo, 100.
Super.
That's a oof.
Absolutely.
We appreciate y'all fellas for jumping on, man. Great always, man.
Appreciate y'all, man.
You
Always
already
good chopping it with y'all, man.
Appreciate y'all.
You're ready, man. You're ready.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for watching, listening. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. For our audio-only listeners, make sure you leave those reviews. And don't forget to cop the tape. It'll be linked in the description or show notes below.
Word.
And we'll see you next week. As Switch said, we do have Q-Flow coming on. So make sure you keep it locked. We'll see you in the next one.
Jay, listen, you come to the Bronx, man. You good. You with me. We
and everybody,
man.
Everybody, go play Saints of the Round Table.
Word.
And then jump to Guillotines on the East. And then jump to Legion of Doom.
Come on. Let's get
there you go.
Let's get it.
There you go.
Salute.
Peace out. Fellas, stay on. Don't go nowhere.
All right.